How's it going? So if you're a network marketer and you're struggling with the fact that people don't seem to respect you, maybe they're overlooking you, or they're only taking a look at your information just to appease you, maybe you change companies, or just your personality, for some reason people don't want to respect you in this, how can we deal with that? How can we quickly grasp and gain that respect that we feel we deserve as a human being, and specifically in network marketing? Because if someone doesn't view you as a leader or respect you, they're typically not going to join you. So this is a very important skill to have. I just get straight to things. If you've never seen my video, let's just get straight to it. Number one, start to respect yourself more. If you're someone that right now is hanging around with a whole bunch of people who are pulling you down, negative experiences, you're watching the news all the time, you're not reading good books, you're not around good people, you are creating that problem for yourself. You are allowing yourself to be downtrodden, pushed down, pushed around with people's words because you're choosing to put your eyes and ears on that information. If you're choosing to watch negative news, scroll through negative stuff on social media, be around negative people, have those people see you as someone who's less than who you are, well, you're choosing to bring that onto yourself and have that view of yourself. It's a terrible world anyway. What's the point? Stop watching the news. Everybody's out to get everybody else. Stop being on social media, right? So start to take ownership of your view of yourself. Get around more positive influences. Start to read some books that will improve your confidence and gain respect for you. Start to feel differently about yourself, and it will show outwardly. Now let's look at some more specifics. If you struggle with that, if you struggle to have self-belief, if you struggle to gain respect, physically, here's some things that you can change. Number one, your body language, your non-verbal communication, your tonality, the little things that we do with our communication style. Think of someone that you really respect. It's not going to just be the words that they use, it's going to be the way in which they use them. So why is that? What do they do? If I talk to you like this, and I'm like, okay, this is my video, you can see straight away that me avoiding eye contact, slumping my shoulders, or lowering my voice, everybody just knows this is it intrinsically? I can never think of the word. Internally, that is a person that is lacking confidence. So what are you doing that is not causing this confidence, not causing this respect? Are you communicating in a disrespectful way? And then moving on from that, what are the exact words that you're using? If you're speaking to people and you're using a lot of swear words or cuss words that my American friends say, well, a whole group of people aren't going to respect you straight away. If you are letting people get away with stuff with you, if they're just using you as a verbal punch bag and you're asking them a question about why they're doing that, you're letting them get away with that, you're training them how to treat you disrespectfully. As long as it's safe to do so and it's not an aggressive person, I will always say, if someone does something really negatively, I'll always say, that's a really interesting perspective. What makes you think that? And I keep my eyes focused, keep my eyes on them, and I want to know. So I'm always going to get into the habit and encourage you to do so, to turn the tables. Don't start fumbling and bumbling around and trying to appease people. It's like when they say, dance, boy, dance, like on the cowboy films, and you dance and do the dance. Don't do that. If someone's coming to you, and then again, they're not aggressive and it's safe to do so, if someone's like, just say, interesting why you would be so negative about that. What's led you to that opinion? Why is that your belief? Because you kind of say, it's not mine. And watch what happens with people when you start using those questions. Oh, and why is that? Is that a fact or just an opinion? You can start getting really good at turning conversations around using questions, and all of a sudden everybody looking and everybody communicating with you is like, oh, that person demands a new level of respect now. The way they're communicating and what they're saying and the people they're hanging around with, I can see the improvement in that person. I should definitely respect them. So there's some great suggestions for you there to improve how people respect you. Also, here's a final big one. You want to act accordingly. In terms of building your business, if we're specifically talking about network marketing now, if you want someone to respect you as a network marketer, and up to now, if you're honest, you haven't really been showing up, start to adopt and design a daily method of operation that you feel would be respected by other network marketers, by people looking. Like look at me. I did this early on. No one really respected me in my audience. So I'm like, I need to find a new audience and I need to get them to respect me. Well, what do most people struggle with? Making YouTube videos. I'm going to make a YouTube video. Most people don't put out a podcast. I'm going to put out a podcast. I'm going to be on all the social media channels. I'm going to educate myself to a high level so that I can teach them something really useful. I'm actually going to get super active in my company so they can see me taking all this action. And all those things led to me doing bigger and bigger numbers. Now I'm on the leaderboards. Now I was winning incentives. Now I'm putting YouTube videos out there, getting more confident with that. All of a sudden, I'm weaving this web that Richard Mathew is someone to be respected much more than we previously thought so, because he's demanding that respect. I want you to feel the same way. Start with your actions, with the way you view yourself, with the people you're hanging around with your influencers, the way you're communicating, what you call people out on, the words and the behavior you're using, and specifically in your business, the actions that you're taking. Ask yourself, are these the actions, behaviors, questions, words of someone who is a very respectable person? You need to answer yes. And as a final kind of like PS line tip, ask yourself that question before you behave. Okay, what I'm about to do, is that something that would demand and command respect? What I'm about to say, would that be someone who commands respect? Get into the habit of catching yourself asking that question, and what you'll find is you start to make a little gut check and go, no, that's not a good way of handling that. Let me do it this way instead. This is what respectable would be. And you'll find yourself improving as your mind follows your body, follows your mind. Hopefully that was useful. 6 minutes there, we got a lot into that time. I like to keep my videos fairly short, pack a punch so you can take this and use it in your business. If you'd like more information from me, useful for network marketers, I'm holding a web class this week. It'll be a couple of hours long, so make some time in your diary. It's only if you're serious. www.authoritynetworker.com/YouTube. If you're really serious about building success in network marketing, you can probably tell I'm a serious guy. We have a few laughs, but I get straight into it, give you what you need to learn. It's how I sponsored over 700 people, same tactics, happy to teach you so you can put them in your existing business. I'll catch you on there if you grab your free online seat at that link. I'll stick it in the description or the comments section below. As always, go and create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. If you're a subscriber, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a fantastic day and bye for now.